To do something. I got to prepare the sound. We ah,
And
oh,
here we go. I'm going to start recording.
all right.
What if I were to suggest that you play a key role in the awakening world? And that you are watching this because you have heard the call. We can start right now by opening our hearts and minds. Welcome to the awakening world.
Hey, everybody. It's Scott Thomas posing as Omashar. Hey, everybody. Happy Sacred Sunday to you. I'm coming to you from the Enlightenment Expo, where we are going to be presenting. We've got Shirley Lamson, who's going to be with us. We've got Tangela, who's going to be with us. And a very special for those of you who were on last night, we've invited Banal Wynn to come back and play music once again. Tangela and Charlie are here, but we are going to go ahead and roll it right away with our beloved Omashar to lead the first of a couple of songs. Take it away, beloved brother.
Happy Sacred Sunday, everybody. And I get to have my Sunday cake with these two beautiful beamings behind me. And it is actually a cake if you have a look. Woohoo! Somebody's birthday on the planet today. And so let's just, this is our Sacred Sunday, and I'm going to play a song that we've played a couple of times called Breathe Me In. And so let's just take 2 or 3 deep breaths. Let's make it 3 together, just to kind of coordinate our hearts and our minds. And so 1 breath in, no yawning, Leaf. 1 breath out. Breathe in, breathe out. And number 3, a deep breath in and hold for a couple of seconds. And breathe out. Awesomely awesome. And I am going to just change mic source and get on with breathing me in one more time.
when there's nowhere left to turn. And you're feeling kind of low. Slow down, slow down, and breathe me in. When the smile has left your face, and the tears roll down your cheeks, slow down, slow down, and breathe me in. When your river's running dry, and you're driven to your knees, slow down, slow down, and breathe me in. I am watching you, waiting for you to let my love into that lonely life of yours. Listen to me, and we can be together free eternally. And when you're feeling out of touch, and you need someone to hold, slow down, slow down, and breathe me in. Slow down, slow down, and breathe me in.
Tell you, Scott, something about Sunday. It's got a flavor to it. And coming in with the Sacred Sunday song, I just feel just so tingly and complete with our holy day. So there we are.
That was an absolutely perfect opening song.
Thank you, brother.
Perfect. You know, in a moment, we're going to hear from Charlie and Tangela. But, you know, I thought this would be a good time, especially since we kind of slowed down with that song. First, maybe to do a little bit of prayer and blessing. And I'd love for us to send maximum grace to Duina Joy. She's, of course, such a wonderful member of our Global Peace Tribe. And one of the things that's really been beautiful is watching how we've come together as a community and getting to know each other. And, you know, gave a lot of love and support to Piper Dellums. And now it's really Dorina Joy's time to receive a lot of love and care. So, you know what I'll do is I'll pull up a photo of her. And actually probably the best way to do it is I'll just pull up the photo that I used for the GoFundMe. And as we, you know, again, for anybody who's watching on Facebook or YouTube, Dorina Joy is a very dear friend who has been a big part of our community for quite a while. Her father passed away. She flew to Bulgaria to be with him from Ecuador, where she lives. While she was in Bulgaria, attending to her father's funeral, she became very, very ill, and then learned that her home in Ecuador burned down while she was in Bulgaria. She's still in Bulgaria right now. So let's just take a moment and send maximum grace to beloved Dorina Joy. And staying in that state of prayer, let's now send love to all the people in Asheville. I have many, many friends there. Valerie Romanoff, who you've seen on this show many times, her home was flooded. And so it's most everything's ruined. She did save her guitars because they're up on the walls. But Valerie Romanoff, who you know from being on the show, her home has been severely damaged by the Asheville floods. So sending prayers to all of our friends and family. And Tangela and Charlie, come on up, come on up. So sending maximum grace to our friends and beloveds and everybody in Asheville. And sending maximum grace to those in the Middle East, Beirut, Gaza. Sending our love, sending our prayer. Maximum grace for all beings. May all beings be happy. May all beings know love. May all beings have shelter and food and safety. May all beings know that they are one with God in their own unique ways. We're going to roll right into a meditation with our beloved Tangela.
So everyone, just close your eyes and relax, taking a deep breath in and exhale. Releasing all of the different energies, the morning, just letting that all go and relaxing into your spiritual heart. And as you relax into your spiritual heart, begin to feel a deep, deep peace. Feeling the depths of your soul, delving in to your heart, the throne of who you truly are. And as you feel into your true power and glory, you send your energies down, 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 through your feet, through the crusts of the earth, through the many, many layers of rocks and minerals, until you connect to the core of Mama Gaia. And as you connect with her crystalline core, you feel this immense strength and love, ancient eternal wisdom, and unconditional love enveloping you as you relax into the arms of Mother Earth. You feel her strength and stability grounding you and supporting you. Supporting you in feeling balanced, like a pillar of light on this planet. She grounds you to her core so that you can stand here strong and stable as a pillar of light, emanating strength and peace, unconditional love, and true harmony throughout the planet. You feel your energies one with hers, and you feel yourself, despite all of the chaos around us, you feel yourself stronger than ever, more stable, at peace, in love, in beauty, in harmony. For this is who we truly are. One with Mama Earth, one with Mama Gaia, here to stand strong with her during this time of transition and this time of change, this time of great awakening on the planet. We breathe in the strength and power, the eternal ancient wisdom, and the stability and unconditional love of Mother Earth. And we breathe this power through our feet, up through our legs, lighting up every chakra of our body, lighting up the innate power and strength we hold in our root, our immense creativity in our sacral, our willpower and commitment in our solar plexus. Deepen our unconditional love for all in our heart chakra. And we open up our throat chakra so we can speak the truth of the power of who we truly are in our oneness and unity on this planet. Lighting up our third eye so that we know all and see all beyond the third dimensional matrix that surrounds us. And lighting up our crown chakra, opening it wider and wider and wider, so we shoot up the power and strength and light of who we are connected to Gaia and Mother Earth, higher and higher and higher, opening and expanding our crown chakra. And we feel ourselves, our energies, going past through the atmosphere, the solar system, the galaxies, the grand central sun, and into the celestial realms, higher and higher and higher, as we connect to all there is and all there ever will be, feeling the freedom and expansion of our souls. We soar in the glory of who we truly are, gods and goddesses here in human form, remembering the peace, the perfection, the eternal wisdom of who we have always been and who we always will be, far beyond the grievances and disruptions and differences and separations of this incarnation. We remember the unity consciousness of our souls, of our God selves, and of our peace. We revel in this immense glory, feeling our freedom, soaring higher and higher. And we feel one with our angels, with our ascended masters, our guides, ancestors, and we celebrate together in the glory of who we are, feeling and filling the world with the immense light of our true selves. Reveling and feeling the celebration of light of who we truly are, we begin to bring this down, 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 through the galaxies, through the solar system, back through the atmosphere, down through our crown chakra in this brilliant, bright, gleaming white tube of light with a million billion shimmering diamond-like particles of who we truly are, coming in through our crown chakra and lighting up and activating every strand of DNA, reactivating our God selves, our God memory, and coming into the seat of our heart. Here we are connected throughout space and time, through the multidimensional realms, standing firm and strong in the stability of who we are on planet Earth with the strength of Mama Gaia, and feeling the eternal glory of who we are as eternal souls, as gods and goddesses in this human form. And we remember and revel in who we truly are as divine beings, as lights and lighthouses to stand here, effervescent, reverberating our light, our great eternal light of God across this planet. And we send it out to all who are suffering, all who are in despair, all who feel hopeless, sadness, anger, confusion, chaos. We bring them the eternal love and light and peace and harmony of who we truly are. Each one of us lighting up that remembrance and remembering in one another. Sending the peace, the love, the harmony, the beauty of the now Earth that we are co-creating together in this very moment, moment to moment. Each one of us a beautiful lighthouse, a beautiful ever-lit candle burning brightly like the grand central sun and lighting up the whole universe and the multiverse. And we feel our light growing stronger and stronger. And we feel our angels and ascended masters and guides with us, lighting up the planet and the universe and the multiverse. All of us here as one. Feel the strength and the light of who we truly are, reverberating across the planet and uplifting every soul, one at a time, one by one.
And as we bring and hold our focus back around that diamond shining white tube of light, let us take note of this beautiful tube of light around us, speeding up in rotation on every breath we take. There's nothing to do, just observe. This tube of light is now expanded to about 11 feet in diameter around you. And you begin seeing the markings of your soul beginning to move around you, knowing that this is an extension of yourself. It is your birthright and responsibility to maintain this field, isolating your energy from that which is around you. That a glorious healing power, a gift from the great central sun, can begin working on you personally. In that subtle inner voice, you hear those words, I am the violet flame. Instantaneously, you begin feeling and seeing this glorious crystalline, liquefied, ultraviolet flaming light beginning to fill this tube of light from the earth as it is projected up, in, through, and all around you into every space, nook, and cranny of your emotions, your mind, your physical body, and your spirit, permeating this whole tube of light, which is 11 feet in diameter. Observe the sensations and the feelings as it moves over your feet, moving through all the skin, the bones, the nerves, all the minor and micro chakras in your feet, and moving now up over the ankles and the shins in a steady flowing manner and permeating all of your 4 lower bodies, all of your energy, all of your cells and the very electrons, moving up and perfecting up through the knees and through the thighs and up over the hips. At this point, when this energy is your hip level, you begin hearing way off in the distance, almost like a chant you would hear at your favorite sports team, beginning from afar, hearing I am, I am, I am, in unison coming. And as you take your gaze into the inner worlds, you begin seeing every electron revolving around every atom of your body, beginning to glow brighter and in unison. And as you scope in closer, you see that every one of these electrons is a God-conscious living being, going through a healing from this ultraviolet fluid, this ultraviolet flame that is flowing and around them and aligning them to the presence. For they are beginning to remember that the Master has come back into the throne, and remembering that that glorious Master is you. Now allow that fluid to keep moving up through this tube of light, up through all of the organs, the bones, the digestive systems, the endocrine systems, all major, minor, and micro chakras, all of the bodies, all feelings being purified and transmuted into the glory that you truly are. No more fear, no more doubt. Remembering that you wield the scepter of power. Aligning every frequency to your Christic body. No longer is bridging your consciousness into your Christic consciousness like oil and water. You align these frequencies like aligning the radio stations. Moving up now through the heart and through the throat. Filling and now breathing in the mouth and in the nose, these flames down through all the capillaries of the lungs, cleansing and clearing all the energy of the spine, and getting louder, louder, and louder some more. I am, I am. You hear every cell and atom and electron chanting in unison, moving up through the body and your inner mind. Keep aligning, moving up through the eyes, the ears, the forehead, and above the head. Now moving up 11 feet above your head. In unison, you are hearing I am, I am, I am. Hold this frequency, hold these energies as every cell is singing in unison, celebrating, giving praise and gratitude to the presence you are, coming back into command of this body temple. And now you find yourself in that heart center, the glorious temple of God, bridging your consciousness, as if walking in through a glorious cathedral of light, towards a great throne in front of you down a long aisle. As your frequency is elevating, it has been transmuted. You see your glory body, your Christic essence that looks like the glorious god or goddess, a king or a queen on the throne, with the great cherubim standing on the left and standing on the right. And now you welcome yourself to bridge your consciousness and sit in the glory of this throne, bridged with your higher self in your Christic body, aligning and letting your energy transform into that of perfection, remembering that that is all that there is. Remembering in unison as humanity, just as your cells and electrons claim their perfection by the chanting of the I am. That as humanity collectively gives no more attention, and we all collectively hear no evil, see no evil, and speak no evil, there is no choice but for evil to not exist. You are all powerful. You are all knowing, all compassionate, all grace. Allow this to sink in as you sit within the presence, bridging your consciousness with your eternal self. With this practice every day, you no longer need to wait to leave the body at the end of a lifetime to re-emerge with your presence. You may do this in consciousness. You may live as the presence walking on earth. The great master had said, "Be as I am." And now as you go about your day, observe how you're feeling right now. Allow yourself to hold this as long as you can. Work with these visualization practices and use your voice. In times that you may be stressed out or are feeling the energies of consciousness, simply use the words I am, and visualize every cell of your body harmonizing or singing like angelic choirs within you, harmonizing your feelings, your mind with your physical body.
We're just breathing in the I am presence, the beautiful light that we have created here in this moment today. And we send this across out through the planet to all of those in need, to all of those suffering, to all of those in despair. We send them the beauty and the light and the power and the strength of I am. Breathing it in, its power and energy, and breathing it out through the planet. Together, we uplift, we transform, and we heal.
Aho, ashe, and welcome.
Welcome,
Nobody
welcome.
else.
Thank you all for being here with us.
So this is a hybrid experience. We've got wonderful audience members in the audience here at the SoulSearch Enlightenment Expo. And we're also coming online to about 4 Facebook groups and pages, and our own Zoom room of Awakening World audience. We've got about 35 people. Almost sure I'm not going to be able to read the comments very easily. So if there's significant comments, if you could manage that, that would be great.
And I'll just do a welcome for our audience here.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
wonderful. So hello, everyone. Good morning and welcome. Thank you so much for joining us today. Come on in. I'm Tangela, the founder of SoulSearch, and I am here with Scott Katamas, the creator and host of the Global Peace Tribe, which is a large online spiritual community that we, co-create together, a lot of events online and in person, and my husband here, Sacred Fire Alchemist, Charlie Lamson. So we thank you all for joining us this morning, and thank you also for our live stream audience joining in through the live stream on YouTube and all the Facebook groups, and welcome. So we had just started off in the morning with meditation online, and I'm so happy that all of you were able to come in and be a part of that energy that we're creating together. And
thank you both. My God, you
Thanks.
both are just so. I'm especially amazed with you that because she's like this force of nature that creates so much, but then you can drop into such a beautiful spiritual place and then go back to being, Tangela, who's kicking ass out of the world. It's very impressive.
oh, thank you,
Yeah,
thank
yeah.
you, thank you. And so, what we're going to do is together, let me just tell Manuel we can start, is that we will be having a little conversation
Mhm.
where we'll be sharing tools and practices of how we can create and increase the love in our life and the love for humanity and the love for one another. And that's really what we're all here to do. That's people always ask, what's my soul's purpose? What's our soul's purpose? And, really it's just to be love and to create love. It becomes that simple. And we live in a world that's created in our minds here. And we think, oh, we have to do this and become that and gain that. But when we can come out of our mind and drop into our heart, like we just all did together, we create this energy that actually transforms the planet.
So we're going to be sharing tips, tools, and practices for creating greater love in our lives. Certainly want to get feedback from you. I'll also check what's happening in the online, see if there's questions there. And my first practice is actually building on something that you did. It was beautiful how Charlie really kept bringing us back to the I am. And I love that idea of the chorus because I'm a sports guy.
Yeah,
so I
right.
can relate to that.
Visualize it,
Yeah, I
yeah.
love that. And so he kept bringing us back to the I am presence. Remember in the Bible when Moses asks the burning bush or God, who are you? And it says, I am that I am. And I am, or Om, is the sound of creation. And I'd like to share a mantra that I've given to hundreds of clients over the years. Because we all hit moments in life where we're feeling isolated or insecure or vulnerable. And here's 6 wonderful words that is a beautiful mantra. I am love. I am loved. L-O-V-E-D. I am love helps us to remember who we are at the very highest level. At the highest level, we are, as you took us into the meditation, we are one with all that is. God is love, God is all that is, and we are part of that. So I am love helps us to remember who we are at the highest level. But I am loved soothes our ego, soothes the personality. And yes, we're spiritual beings, but you know what? We're in animal bodies, right? We are having a human experience. And in that human experience, there's times where we're lost in the illusion of separation. We're lost in the pain of the human body, the emotional body, the animal body. So I am love connects us to the big part of ourselves, and I am loved reminds us that we are loved because we really are truly always loved. Fortunately, sometimes by family and friends, always by what Rumi called the eternal beloved, which is our connection to the oneness, to the God. So that's my first tip.
Beautiful.
that for me, I know it sounds a little cliche, but learning to like love yourself
Yeah.
and understanding that like I mean, the way I perceive it is love is like the mother aspect or the emotional aspect of our bodies, and the light is the father aspect, the ideas, and this kind of thing. And so I've been working with clients and myself of learning how to separate things in the heart to generate more love in the heart that comes from the eternal, and separating and washing away like the things that block that or slow it down rather is our emotions that have been created, over countless, perhaps lifetimes in this plane of things. But within this experience, it's not really truth. It's not, there's a divine purpose for it, but we create traumas and things like this that come up. And to learn how to identify reactions, when somebody walks into the coffee shop and is talking about something you don't want to hear and it makes you want to like defend yourself or those kind of things, and then be like questioning, why does that really bother me? Why, I wouldn't want them thinking that about me, like with what my ideas are, or with a partner or anybody else. And you start seeing that they begin dissolving. And they were actually some scar that had nothing to do with anything that's going on in the world today. It's something that's just coming back around that we're alchemizing. And as we alchemize this, more power is actually going into the heart chakra and not our astral body. We're cleaning up the astral, the emotional body, and expanding the heart chakra, which becomes unwavering. Because the truth is, like Scott is, we are made of love substance. Love substance holds matter together. It's a magnetic force that is also what we consider love, but it's also like a frequency and a magnetic power. And we begin generating that energy by loving ourselves and saying those mantras to yourself. And another one that I use when I start feeling agitated, or if I'm seeing chaos around coming into my life, all of a sudden I keep stubbing my toe, all this stuff, I just stop and be like, I am the only power acting here. Just bring that presence back into your body and just like give yourself a second, because nothing matters more than your peace. And we're in this collective, awakening right now where, I mean, truly, no matter what it looks like in the outer world, it's being caused in the core of the earth is emanating more light, and in our heart is emanating more light, but it's like expanding like belief systems and everything that's been crystallized around us, and it's going to explode. It's not that everything that we believed is wrong, but it's becoming more. But we hold on to, that's the human condition. We don't like to change. We don't want to think that we have it figured out wrong. And it's not that, and that's giving yourself permission to understand, oh, it's not wrong. It's just like I'm going to the next grade, so you're building off algebra 1 and turning it into algebra 2 in calculus. And, so we don't have to judge ourselves in this way, but this also expands loving yourself when you start allowing,
And so definitely I love the mantra that you gave, Scott, I am love and I am loved, because we forget that in every moment. And it's our human journey to just come back into that remembrance of I am love, that energy that we all created together, even though many of you just came in at the very end. We could all feel that. We could feel this love, this eternal, immense love that we are. But, we walk around the world moment to moment completely separate from that most of the time. Even, like probably many of us here, we work in the spiritual world, we work in the spiritual realms, but we get into our human life, right? And then suddenly we're agitated by what's happening outside, what's going on. And of course, the world around us seems very chaotic right now. We have the elections, we have the hurricanes in North Carolina, we have the bombings in the Middle East. When we look around, there is a lot to be concerned about. There is a lot to be fearful about. And this is our call, to remember who we are as love, and to remember that we are love. And then we can hold that strength and presence to be the peace amongst the chaos, to be the peace amongst this world that's really transitioning right now around us, because the world is going to continue to transform, to transition. as we go through this awakening. But we have the choice and we have the power. Do we stand in strength? Do we stand in peace? Do we stand in love in these moments? Or do we go into the fear? Do we go into the hatred? Do we go into the separation? It's a moment-to-moment choice for each one of us. And it's mantras like these, you know, even watching the news, even reading the newspaper, even going online, even when you're reading about something so horrendous, you can't even imagine how it's even possible. But even in that moment, we can remember who we truly are. You can remember that we are loved. And we remember that we are loved. And when we remember that we are loved, we remember we are all loved. All loved.
And also, it's like, it's important to remember, like they say, I am that I am. So like, everybody is you. It doesn't matter who's doing what, it's all you. And so what if everything that's being projected to you or that pops up on your algorithm on YouTube or anything like this is actually just a call for help from another version of you? To bless, to love the unlovable, to forgive the unforgivable. You know, we're masters here. But to also not judge yourself if you start getting into it, because it takes great mastery to truly master your emotions. But I promise you, every man, woman, and child on earth will get there. It is like that's the evolution where you will be able to change your feeling by commanding it. You know, you won't have to react to something. You'll be able to see something you don't like and elevate your feelings and then project it back in that situation, and it like dissolves. All of a sudden there's peace talks. All of a sudden, you know, the power we have. A hurricane goes from a category 4 back down to a tropical storm. We have those powers. Those are elementals reflecting us. Like I was saying, every electron is a little being. It's a little angel, you know, God consciousness that has no choice but to follow and reflect our direction. And so when we are in love, yes, go ahead. I am the only power acting. You know, I am the ascended host power working through me. You know, but when you say I am, you're invoking God. You are invoking your power. And the deeper you comprehend this, the more it just comes in like an electrifying feeling and just corrects the energy. And it's just very simple one-liners. But when you say I am the only power acting in my cells, your I am presence knows nothing but perfection. It doesn't know aging, it doesn't know sickness, you know, because it's eternal. Yeah, it doesn't know you're tripping. Yeah, like at all. You know, it's like, why did you do that? You know, it's watching us. Like, yeah, no.
And even if you are, it's okay. That's just part of your eternal power. Sometimes we trip, sometimes we fall, sometimes we falter, sometimes we make mistakes. That's our human journey, you know. But for us, it's so important to remember I am loved, because most of the time we're so hard on ourselves and we forget that we are loved. We tell ourselves what we're doing wrong, what we're not doing right, what we're not achieving, who we're not becoming. But actually, in every moment, we are being perfection. And that remembrance, that's what brings and builds that love. When we come back to the I am that I am. I am God. I am God Goddess. I am love. I am perfection. However we say it, it doesn't matter. It's just the way that you feel it. Because we are here, all here together now, because we're moving beyond those old paradigms that tell us that we're powerless, that tell us that we're victims, that tell us that there's chaos going on around the world and there's nothing we can do about it. We can do everything about it. And we don't have to. It's great if you want to go out in the streets and fight. It's great if you want to write a check. It's great whichever way you feel like you want to make a difference. But just knowing in the heart of hearts and the depths of your soul that you are love, that you are God, that you are all powerful, that you have the ability and the means and the power to be the perfection that is changing the world, that is creating peace where there is war, that is bringing solace where there is devastation. We have that power within us. And as each one of us as individuals comes together to create the consciousness of peace, of healing, of planetary upliftment, that is truly what is unfolding for us all.
Beautiful. You know, I love the people that come to SoulSearch, whether it's online or in person, because we're all seeking how can we make the world a better place? How can we make our life better? How can we make the world a better place? That's why you're all here. And I want to give you a little gift. The meaning of life. Who wants to know the meaning of life?
I do.
Yeah, absolutely. And you don't go all the way to the Himalayas. I'm going to tell you right now the meaning of life. And where I learned this from was I have been producing television for a long time, done a lot of shows on near-death experiences, and generally regarded the world's foremost authority from a clinical research standpoint of near-death experiences is a man named Dr. Kenneth Ring. You can find him on Google, you can buy his books. He's a clinical psychologist who did comparative analysis and research on over 300 cases of people who had had a legitimate near-death experience. He only would take a case if they had been declared dead by a doctor or a police officer. They had to have been dead for at least 20 minutes. They had to have at least some partial memory of what happened while they were out there. And they had to be willing to be hypnotized by a professional hypnotist with Dr. Ring probing the subconscious, asking what happened while you're out there. Really amazing cases. 300 worldwide, black, brown, yellow, white, Christian, Jew, atheist, real broad spectrum. Now, people's experiences did really vary. And he found that people's experiences were very closely correlated to their religious or spiritual beliefs. Some people, Christians, would see Jesus or Mary. Some people saw their deceased relatives. Some people went through the big golden tunnel. It was pretty different. But there was a commonality that he had not even been looking for when he started, and that was the meaning of life. So whether it was Jesus showing the person the meaning of their life, or dead Uncle Fred showing it, or the golden light showing it, it was always a variation on the same theme. The meaning of life is that we are here to learn to love. We are here to learn to love. Now, each person had their own unique challenge with that. You know, one person, they're here to learn to love themselves, even though they lost their legs in the car accident. Another person here to learn to love, even though they're an alcoholic, or their father beat them, or their wife left them, or their business failed. You know, people would all have their unique challenges. So I invite all of you, if you are accepting that you're here to learn to love, starting with yourself. What's your wounding? What's your challenge? What are those things that I need to love myself even though fill in the blank? Because learning to love ourselves has to come first. Has nothing to do with being selfish. I'm a relationship coach. Selfish people are always people who don't love themselves. So they're grasping from everywhere. They're the hungry ghost that's just trying to get from everywhere they can. A person who actually has good self-esteem, good self-love, they want to love everybody else. When we feel good about ourselves, we want to contribute to the well-being of others. So learning to fill your well is a beautiful thing. So that's kind of the tip I wanted to give.
Yeah.
And how about Benna? Is it time? Can we have?
I'm gonna get just before he comes in, I'll just say one more thing to that. I think one of the tips that I would say, and I like to do, is I always ask myself, how can I be love in every moment? Starting with myself. right? How can I be love? So whatever I'm saying, whatever's going on in your mind, whatever's going on in my mind, how can I choose love? If I'm saying, oh, why did you do that? You didn't do that right. You always mess that up. Like you could do better. Like these people expected more from you. We have so much that runs through our head where we're just pounding ourselves. We don't actually usually do that even to others around. We just pound ourselves. But how can we stop that? Just stopping that chatter, stopping that mental chatter, that mental pattern that we have, and just breathing in and saying, how can I be love in this moment? And breathing out. And choosing love for everything, but first and foremost for ourselves. And then we have, oh, sorry, go ahead.
No.
And then we have our dear friend Bana Wynn here, who also is going to take us into a little song with.
We'll do exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, okay.
Let's do it in song.
Okay, perfect.
I'm going to bring this over so my audience can see you. Yeah, why don't you stand next to Charlie?
Maybe I'll sit.
Or-
I'm pretty tall.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll be with you guys here. Okay.
And turn on the original sound, Scott.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. Wait 1 second to do that.
Okay. All right, 1 second. Are you guys ready to do what we just talked about? That's what I'm here for. I'm more of the doer.
Oh, Jazzy.
All right. So let's all close our eyes. And at home too. Let's be in that state of presence. And let's take 3 breaths together. So let's all breathe in. And nice and deep out. Breathing in that presence and that sense of love in. And out. And last one, just to integrate everything that these 3 wonderful humans were talking about. Breathe in. And out. Okay. So I'm going to do a song. It's all about being alive. And I think every aspect that you guys were talking about is really, truly about being alive. How more alive can you feel than someone maybe who has had a near-death experience? How more alive can you feel when you're in your greatest joy? So I think the whole point of this is let's make this a meditation and an exercise of just realizing that every aspect of our lives is literally what makes us feel alive. Whether it is the contrast, or it is the beauty, or it is the grace. So allow yourself to go on a journey and explore all the parts. Maybe with the goal that we end in the light. We come out feeling a little lighter and a little brighter. So I do lead sing-alongs. You can sing along if you want, but I know it's the morning, so you don't have to. But I'm going to do the chorus real quick. It's very simple. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Yeah, thank you. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. You guys got it. Okay, so this is an embodiment exercise. I feel the earth underneath my feet, yeah. I feel the earth underneath my feet, yeah. I feel the ground, I am complete. You guys can sing that. I feel the ground, I am complete. Yeah, I feel the air upon my skin. I feel the air upon my skin. When I see the winds of 'Cause I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Yeah, come on in. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. One more time. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. What makes you guys feel alive? Tell me right now. You don't have to sing it. You can just tell me if you want.
Fly like the eagles.
Oh. What about you, Tangela?
Being here with everyone.
Amazing. Scott, behind the camera, what makes you feel alive?
Watching my Dodgers win a playoff game.
Does anybody else want to shout anything out? Yes! Chocolate? Oh, easy. Yes! Alright, we're in the right place then. Okay, we're gonna do one more round. I'm gonna do call and response. So I sing, you guys sing, and then we'll do the chorus, okay? It's about growing our passion. I feel the spark igniting now. You guys. I feel the spark igniting now. Yeah. As my passion starts to burn.
As my passion
There you go.
starts to burn.
Ooh. And the water flush my soul.
And the water flush my soul.
The best part. And abundance reigns around. Alright, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. One more time. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. Alright, let's go deep into that. Yes, I'm alive. So to come back to the center of your heart. Yeah, just think about all the things that make you feel alive. And breathe into that. See if you can exude that joy and that embodiment and that authenticity, almost like your own movie of your life, but not just the life you've already lived, the life you're gonna live, the life you are living, the most beautiful life, the most beautiful world. Just see that. We're gonna sing a few more times. Let's sing that into the room. Let's sing that into the day, okay? And we're gonna grow that. Grow that with your heart. Keep focusing on your heart. Yes, I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive, yeah. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Grow it, come on, where's your passion? Alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Yeah. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive. Yes, I'm alive. Let's take one last breath together. Breathe in. May your day be filled with presence and joy and aliveness and everything it means to be you.
Oh. How do we get more but not win?
So I will be here all day doing one-on-one sessions, soul songs, and tonight at 6 on the patio I'm going to be hosting a full version of one of these. So if you want more of that, and then also I do online sessions, and I'm going to be touring a lot. So if you live around here, I'll be through the area, I'm sure, a few times this year. And if you live somewhere else,
How does the online audience find you?
Instagram is the best way. Yeah, Banawin at Instagram, BANAHWINN. And I also have a website too, banawin.com.
Let's hear it for Banana Win. It's amazing. Thank you.
I'm gonna go run to my desk now.
Thank you for bringing us into the love of who we are. So wasn't that amazing? Yeah. It was fun. So that is an amazing tool and practice for bringing more love into our life. And we, we can't always have Bana with us, but we all have the music that we love, the movements that we love, and, being able to drop into the music and embody. The embodiment practice is a big part of just getting us out of our heads. Like we all got out of our heads, like all of the worries that we were holding, all the concerns, somehow they were gone, and we were just able to drop in and be ourselves and remember why it's so beautiful to be alive. So we have all of these amazing tools, and one of the other tools he started with was just grounding. And we did that earlier in the meditation, but for all of you that, who were not necessarily here at the beginning, grounding is another really beautiful beautiful practice we can just incorporate any moment. It's not, we can do it right when you wake up in the morning, putting our feet on the ground and connecting to Mother Earth, feeling her strength, feeling her stability, feeling her love, because we are always loved, and we're always loved by Mama Gaia. She's always here. When has she left us? Never. When does she not hold us to her in every moment? She's always there. She's always loving us, supporting us, stabilizing us. And that's why when we ground, we connect to that deep love that's held for us by the universe. And it's so important. And it's such a beautiful practice just to, whether you are putting your feet on the grass or touching or hugging a tree, or just putting your feet on the ground, on the carpet, just letting that energy go and connecting and grounding to Mama Gaia as we can bring it in.
Beautiful. Charlie?
Yeah, so I'm still singing in my head.
I know.
Like,
Who's got that in their heads? I'm alive, I'm alive, I'm alive.
Yes.
No, but staying grounded, letting the Earth Mother really cleanse us is very powerful right now, because in this heart chakra opening, as we're going into a deeper love as part of our evolution, even that started really in the 60s, is really starting to take shape and rebalance itself. But it is literally electricity coming through our heart, and it needs to be grounded. You guys live out here near the coastline and things like this. To walk even ankle deep in the water, you'll be like, whoa, this is a bad day, just goes away like that, when you can just start grounding that energy, and it allows that energy from your heart to really move through you. We do definitely operate, the Vedic, all these traditions have been correct about all these different energy centers that are coming in. And when we move into the telepathy of heart to heart, like true telepathy is the highest form of evolution in our society. It's very difficult, and we're making the bridge now from our solar plex, which we've been working with. This is why when you're in relationships and things like this, you always feel it in the gut. That's telepathy. That's solar plex to solar plex. But we're moving from there up to the third eye, and then eventually to the heart. And this is going to be this is the bridge that we're in now. So it takes practice, like John Gray, other friends of ours, they teach, like when you hug somebody, actually hold each other as if you're touching heart chakras for like 6 seconds, and actually just hold it there. And you start really like nurturing and balancing energy, especially in your personal relationships. These are little keys that are energetic in nature. That's how I'm sort of perceiving things, but it makes a difference.
Oh. And hello, Global Peace Tribe audience. So a wonderful practice is when somebody is getting under your skin. Who's got somebody in your life? Yeah, okay, right. a wonderful practice when that person is getting under your skin is to look at them and instead of seeing them as John or Sally or Donald Trump or whoever bugs you, okay, there's God fully experiencing itself as John. There's God fully experiencing itself as Donald Trump, right? And because it helps us to remember that it is all one existence. There is only one God existence. And this has now been proven. You know, the most ancient scriptures that have survived are the Vedic scriptures written about 7,000 years ago in Sanskrit. And they describe God as Brahman, and they assign 26 principles to Brahman. Well, in our most modern science, of course, it's quantum physics. Quantum physics has proven that we live in a unified field of ever-changing molecules. And guess what? The unified field has exactly 26 principles. And those 26 scientific principles of the unified field perfectly correlate with the 26 principles of Brahman written in the Vedic scriptures 7,000 years ago. What does this mean? Our most ancient spiritual wisdom and our most modern science are saying the same thing. There's just one ever-changing experience going on here. And so Deepak Chopra was on our show, and he pointed out that if we live to be about 90 years old, we will share approximately 10,000 molecules with every other being who has ever lived. Jesus, Hitler, Cleopatra, Charlie, Tangela, the dog, you know, it's like, that's how interchangeable we all are, how connected we are. So bring it back to when that person's driving you nuts, try and see God in that person. Try and see God, whatever God means to you, existence, experiencing itself through that person. Because what if on the biggest picture, existence, God, wants to experience everything you can imagine, even a crazy political guy, okay, or whomever, right? So that's a tip I wanted to share.
Yeah, and that is mastery. That's a mastery practice, right? When we can look at others who we cannot comprehend, we cannot understand, we can't relate to, but we can say, okay, they're God, they're love, I'm God, I'm love.
Yeah.
We are one. And it's okay. It doesn't mean your heart has to be bursting in love for that other person when you want to go hug them, but just to begin having that practice of reflection, of understanding, of openness. Because if we can look at another who we can't even begin to comprehend and say, that person is in true essence love, true essence God, and so am I, we remind ourselves, so am I, so are you, so am I, so are you, so am I. And that's what begins to dissolve all these layers of separation that we have created around us for eons and eons and eons, that we emphasize as what makes us different. We're always going to be different. That's what's so beautiful about planet Earth, about this incarnation. That's why across the universe, beings are amazed by us, because we are such a diverse, heterogeneous planet. We have so many, races, ethnicities, cultures, foods, countries, experiences, our biodiversity, the animals, the plants. How amazing. That's what makes us so beautiful.
Well, what makes us royalty is that we have an emotional body, because this is something is not really experienced in most of the universe. The different kingdoms, they don't have that mental body and an emotional body. It's either one way or the other, and you develop in those paths. Humanity, like the earth is a bit of a melting pot for the universe. I mean, America is like a melting pot of our world, but the earth is a bit of a melting pot of everything. And so all these other, you know, souls that are come here to develop mastering the emotions with the mind attached. It's very hard. It takes great mastery, and it is what makes humanity royalty. Once we move through this and master this on the higher planes, it's like we earn our stripes, you know, because it is hard. We do like JFK said, we do this because it is hard, not because it is easy. You know, that's why we came.
Mm-hmm. You know, it's back to for one moment, when we're having trouble with somebody, differentiate between the being, which is God experiencing itself, and the behavior or the choices they've made. Because that's what we have a problem with. And so we're not saying you necessarily condone their choices. If we have a problem with someone, it's because they have a behavior or they're making choices that don't meet our values or that get in the way of what we need. And that's real, but we can acknowledge that while still seeing the being as divine. But when we turn the being into a jerk or an enemy image, right? When we come up with a name for that person, then we dehumanize them. No one is an idiot. No one is a jerk. But some people make choices that impact us, and that's where we have the problem with. So I wanted to add that.
Yeah, no,
piece.
that's great
Yeah,
clarification.
yeah.
So definitely, I think for us, we have the ability and the power to really be that love in every moment. And we don't have to be perfect, you know, but just having the awareness of grounding ourselves, coming back to our body, feeling into our heart, and feeling that true love that we are. We don't need anyone outside of ourselves to bring us to that true love, to bring us to that true peace. We created that, all of us together, and we can come back to that in any moment. We created this immense, alive energy and love with Bana singing together, and we can come back to that in every moment. It's up to us. Like there's certain peak experiences that we can think of. It might be this song that we sang, I'm alive. So as we go out, what can I remember? What is the mantra that I can bring to myself to say, okay, I got taken out of my center, but I can remember I'm alive.
Right.
I am love. I am loved. I can ground, connect to Mama Gaia, feel that deeply within my body, and then bring it up to my heart and feel at peace and feel the love. You can breathe in the love, and we can breathe it out to the world, to every person across the planet. And that's the true power that each one of us holds in every moment.
I know we only have 5 minutes left.
No,
and
we're done. We're finished.
Oh, we're finished? Oh, that's it.
But no, go ahead. You can wrap
Oh,
up.
well, I was going to ask if you could do a final.
Yes.
I love Charlie's, like, you know, if you do we have time for a
Just
final,
a minute,
Charlie?
like a 1 or 2 minute closing with us, bringing us into our heart.
And then
the
for our
love and
online
practice.
audience, we'll close with an Obashar song after Charlie.
Yes.
Okay, guys. So yeah, let us come back into that heart. Already coming back as fast as we can, back into that tube of light, already filled up with that violet flame. And let us all together, in the old Vedic tradition, do 3 ohms together, aligning. But while we are doing this, be in the inner world as if you're sitting in your presidential box and your throne in the temple of God within your heart. And every cell of your body is also stopping, being still, and doing these ohms with you. So there are billions of your little selves within you. On the in-breath, let's bring it in, and on the out-breath, we'll do these ohms. Oh. And as you move forward throughout your day, remember that every atom, every electron, every cell also has an emotional body, a mental body, a spiritual body, and their physical essence. And to keep harmonizing within yourself, this is a great tool to harmonize right from your toenails to your hair to your eyes, everything. They all stop in place and they like give praise towards that throne that is truly you. You are the king, you are the queen of your temple, and you are the director of this energy. For so long, these little ones have been waiting for you to finally wield your scepter. They are created to serve you and not react to the outer world. Amen.
Amen. Aho.
Thank you, Aho.
Thank you,
you all.
everybody.
Thank you for joining us live here. Beautiful. Charlie, he has a booth right there, Angelic Sacred Fire, and you can go chat with him. He's doing readings and healings, and can chat with you more about Sacred Fire alchemy and all of the practices. And stay tuned to our online audience on live stream and Global Peace Tribe. We have our next talk coming up by Dr. Jenny Sue. She'll be speaking about the power of self-healing. So stay tuned for that, everyone. We'll be back in a few minutes.
Great. And for our Global Peace Tribe audience, I'm going to turn it over to Omashar for a song.
Thank you all. Thank you.
Why have we come to earth? Do you remember? Why have we taken birth? Love, serve and remember. To love, serve and remember. To love, serve and remember. Come to earth. Do you remember? Why have we taken birth? Why have we come to love, serve and remember? To love, serve and remember. To love, come to earth. Do you remember?
So remember to love.
Oh, how wonderful. I'm going to go to gallery view, everybody. Let's give a big twinkle to each other as well as to beautiful Omashar.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was a group effort. Thank you so much. And what a wonderful morning with you and Tangela and Charlie and your group. How good is that? It was just perfect.
Oh, I really am glad that we're doing these Sacred Sunday shows. And we're going to do another one first Sunday of November. I'll be in Santa Clara on our way to Sedona after that. So definitely once a month we're going to continue to do Sacred Sundays. And beloved Eden, who's been in Egypt, so that's why she wasn't at this one. She's in Egypt coming back tonight. So she'll be with us for the next one in early November.
So the rest of the Soul Streams, is it going to be on this channel, or do we have to go to Soul Stream TV to watch the rest?
For the rest, you're going to have to go to SoulSearch. So for the rest, because we're going to close out this, but for the rest of, if you want to see the rest of today's show, go to soulsearch.tv. Soulsearch.tv, and that's where you can watch the rest of the program.
And that's free, right?
It's all free. Absolutely. Yeah. Omashar, thank you so much for holding down the fort, all that you do.
Dude, you guys did it. You really did. It was a powerful time, and I'm so grateful. Thank you.
Absolutely. And thank you, everybody. What a wonderful way to spend Sunday morning with all of you. And we have a really good show planned for Wednesday night. 3 extraordinary women who are all going to be sharing wisdom and insights on everything from how to work with the solar flares that are happening to understanding Mayan cosmology and quantum physics. It's going to be a powerful show. So hopefully we'll see all of you on Wednesday night. Omashar, of course, will be with us. Fanny, I love that Fanny and Vigari are with us. I'm going to add you to the spotlight here for a moment. Hello, you two beautiful souls.
Hola, hola, mi amor. We are in Toronto and it's warm and sunny, and here we are in Mama's apartment here. This beautiful.
Oh my God! Now, are you guys set up to where you could play music again?
We could actually on Wednesday if you wanted to.
What I would love to do is have you play music on either Wednesday or Saturday. Let me take a look and see what our Saturday show is real quickly.
Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah, whichever works, would be honored to try and do that.
We'd be right here in this apartment, and it would be probably on the computer. We don't have our setup, but we'll just set up simply and be the love that we are.
Let's have you on this Saturday night, October 12th.
That sounds great.
Great, yeah.
All right, that's great. And of course, we'll still have Omashar as well, but we'll have you as well. That's going to be really, really fun.
The Mystics, yay!
Love you, Amasha. Thank you for being you and being the light on the global peace.
Actually, I am you.
I am you. We are one.
Yes, all together.
All right. Well, I am going to conclude this out. I'm really excited about Fanny and Vigari joining us on Saturday night. Omashar, thank you. Everybody have a beautiful Sacred Sunday, and remember what we talked about, practicing seeing the divine in all, especially yourselves. Good night, everybody. Take care.
Good day.